deal. It doesn't matter what my name is, but what does matter is that I am transgender. And that would be female to male. Shocking, I'm sure, for all of you, which is what we want. We want people to be shocked, that's for sure. And so unfortunately I was born female. And anyway, I know again you're shocked. I know you can't stop looking at the screen. But anyway, but the purpose of this first video, which will be followed by a series, is to talk about to anybody that wants to understand what a transgender person is. There's a lot of misconceptions out there. I mean, way more than I ever really would have thought myself, because, you know, unless you're, you know, constantly following media about anything that has anything to do with transgender people, you know, you don't really know what's happening out there. But anyway, I was actually shocked myself to find out that there's people out there that absolutely believe that if someone is transgender, they most definitely have a very severe mental disorder. Now that's ridiculous. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And for anybody out there that thinks that's true, you're a fool. No, I'm just, you can't. I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to offend anybody, of course, but really, you're a fool. And you know, in fact, there's probably, no, in fact, I know I'm sure there's some transgender people that have mental disorders, but then again, there's straight people, if we were going to do labels, and there's gay people, and there's bisexual people that also have mental disorders. So that's just plain stupid. So anyway, I was pretty appalled by that, and so I actually, you know, it was someone that went in and commented on something, I can't remember what it was, and so I'm like, whoa. So I went and I told her that, you know, she needs to do a little homework if she really wants to know, you know, a little bit about the psyche of a transgender person. So anyway, the series that is going to be developed is going to, I'm going to sit here on a weekly basis and start from the beginning with topics and go all the way through anything and everything that needs to be covered. And this chair right here is a guest chair, and periodically there will be people sitting in that chair that will have things to say, whether it's about me or whether it's just about transgender things in general. It'll just be a big surprise. Woohoo! Big surprises. And but anyway, okay, and so yeah, so it'll be weekly, and I'm going to cover everything from the beginning of when people realize or think that they're transgender, you know, through, you know, the steps that you take all the way through beginning to end, which is typically a very long journey for most of us, and everything in between. I will answer any kind of questions anybody has, and even now I will leave you with an email that you can contact me if you already happen to be watching me and say, hey, I want to know about this, and definitely will get back with you. And so the email address is a brand new one, and it is back up. Yes, that is right. It's 307 hillside@gmail.com. And you're thinking, what the hell is that? Well, that's my secret, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, so for now, I'm going to sign off and just let you know that I have a lot of shit to say, and
email you with questions.
Email me with any kind of questions you want.
Even the most difficult questions?
I know you want to know why the camera's speaking, but it is, because it's a very intelligent camera, and yeah. So yeah, anything at all, anything at all you want to talk about and ask me, that's cool. If you happen to know who I am, don't tell anybody right now. And what else can I say right now? It's going to be a lot of fun, because I'm a fun guy, and you know, but you know what I'm saying. But there's just a lot to talk about, and I really want to I want to be a voice for people like me, and it's taken me a really long time to get to this point, you know, in my life, to want to be more of a voice for all of you out there that may need the help. Thanks.
Wait, who's going to sit in the guest chair?
Who is this camera speaking? I thought I was done. Who's going to sit in the guest chair? Well, there's going to be different guests in the guest chair. And the first one, more than likely, will be my wife. And let me tell you why. Come think of it. A long while back, when... see, now I'll have to just give a little bit of it away. I guess it was 8 years ago now. My actual wedding was on TV. And you're like, what? Yeah, I was on an episode of Dr. 90210 back then. And you know, and it was good, you know. But there's these, what do you call those? Blogs. You know, that people do, you know, that are fans of the shows and things like that. And the people, there were people that saw the episode that were saying, oh, well, his wife must be transgender too. She must have used to have been a guy. What the hell is that about? Number one, no, she's a biological female. And again, a misconception. And these are people that have no idea what they're talking about. A lot of trans men are married to biological females. That's a misconception. This is what I'm talking about. It's people think that, you know, that trans men all come from a lesbian background. Again, false. A good majority of them, me, that's a no. And there's, you know, and so again, thinking that would mean that what I could only have dated. What, lesbians, which is a negative, or you know, a trans woman, okay, somebody clearly that used to have a penis. No, that's definitely not the case. And some keep their penises. I don't think so. This is not something that I'm gonna be happy with. Now maybe there's trans men that are into that. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But again, it's just the misconception of the whole thing. And well, for God's sakes, his wife must have used to have been a man. Why? Because she's taller? Okay, well, look. Anyway, but she's not. So she will be the first person that you meet. And I know you're just hanging on the edge of your seat there. But anyway, but that's pretty much it. And then after that, there, you know, through time, we might even have to have a computer screen in the chair. You know, maybe. Well, I'll figure that one out later. Maybe Skype in people from my past. That'll be interesting for sure. So yeah, and you'll enjoy it. She's a mine now. And
your children.
Oh yes, I do have children, and that's not my wife behind the camera, because if you think you're being clever, it's not. Again, it's a talking camera. And so yes, and you know, I mean, I have 4 kids. Unfortunately, I gave birth to them. I can't even. I shudder when I think of that. That's a long story. There's a reason why I went through that, but I can't guarantee that all 4 of them will come on camera. So we will have to see how that plays out. And if you're not shocked, if you weren't shocked, you are now, because I am. So, and I guess we'll see you guys next week. And again, any questions, just email me. I'm out.